Okay, alright guys, welcome back. So on the previous tutorial, we have seen something about a vanity URL, how to pass vanity URL and how to able to pass the data from the get method and just display that thing to the URL. Okay, but for this tutorial, what I will do, we are going to come to the one of our concern in our project, which is gonna be showing their user profile by using the vanity URL. Okay, so what I will do, first I have to make sure the username that the user have typed existed or not. So on the previous tutorials, I guess we have created a function which is called a user exists here. So I'm gonna copy that thing and I'm gonna paste this thing here and I'm gonna pass the username. And if this thing is true, I want to do something and I'm gonna embed this thing into if clause, but else I just want to echo out the user. Sorry, this user name doesn't exist. Okay, so let me come here and check what will happen. Yeah, for instance, let me go to my database here and see my usernames. Okay, I guess it's redirecting. Just wait a second. Yeah, so let me come to my database here, which is inside.reach, and then there's users here. So in this part I got Mamaye, and Bayu. These are my usernames. Okay, so let me use this username. For instance, let me copy this thing and just forward to my vanity URL and paste. Okay, it doesn't say nothing, but like if I insert a username which is invalid, for instance, let me type some jungle words here, so it says sorry, this username doesn't exist. Okay, that's cool, that's what we want. So what we will do, first, before here in init file, we have made a function that will allow us just to access the user profiles. Okay, so what we are going to do, this thing is passed to the user ID, so there gotta be a mechanism that we're gonna get this username's ID. Okay, so how we are going to achieve that, we have create a function in the users. I guess it is yeah, in the users, I guess. No way, it's in init, I guess, not users. Sorry guys. Okay, it's gonna be yeah, user ID from the username. Okay, this function will take a username and it will return the user ID here. So I'm gonna paste this thing out and I'm gonna assign it to a variable called a user ID. Okay, so I'm gonna make a variable called profile data, and we have made a function again which says user data. Okay, which was in the users folder, I guess. No, it's not. Yeah, here is it, a user data. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this thing and I'm gonna go to my profiles and I'm gonna paste this thing, and then I'm gonna pass firstly the user ID, then I'm gonna pass the fields that I want to access. For my case here, I want to access the first name, the last name, and the email. Okay, so here I'm going to access the first name, the last name, and the email. Okay, so there gotta be a way that I'm gonna display this thing out. So I'm gonna close this thing. I'm gonna use an h1 tag here, and firstly, I have to say like Sensei's profile or Mamaye's profile or something like that. Okay, so let me use that method of displaying to the user. So I'm gonna open PHP tags and I'm gonna close and I'm gonna say an apostrophe s and I'm gonna say profile. Okay, so what I will do, I'm gonna echo out, because this profile data is an associative array, I'm going to able to access the first name. Okay, so I'm gonna type first name, and then let me come here and open my PHP tag. Okay, so let's come here and see what will happen. Okay, what's happening? Yeah, because this thing have to be here inside the if clause. Okay, you cannot write a statement between if else statement. Okay, so let me come here and reload. The username doesn't exist, so let me try to type a valid username, for instance Mamae for my case, but it's not displaying the first name. I don't know why. Okay, Now here it's displaying like Mamai's profile here. Then I'm echoing out the profile data, the first name here, and with apostrophe. Yeah, I have to use apostrophe s here because it's a belonging sign. Then I'm gonna refresh this page again. It's gonna say Mamai's profile, okay? Because I'm supplying a username called Mamai here, okay? Think of a scenario where I'm just passing Mamai here. So the first name is gonna be displayed as Tensei here, okay? So let me come here and paste and press enter. It's gonna say Tensei's profile, okay? So let me display to the user also the email address of this particular user, okay? So to do that, what I will do, I will use a paragraph tag here, and then I simply gonna come here and echo out before that I have to open and close PHP tags here, and I'm gonna echo out profile data. Then I'm gonna pass the email as an associative array here, okay? So that's gonna display the email address as well. Okay, it says mamaitensei@love.com. That is my profile, okay? So just let's also make a link for the user for them to able to see their own profile, okay? So let me copy and paste this thing, paste and this thing here, and for us a link, let us pass their own username, okay? So we have stored this thing on a variable called a user data here. Then I'm gonna pass the username, and I'm gonna use a semicolon here. And then if I came here and refresh this page, it says logout. I have to change this thing to profile, okay? So let me come and reload this page. So this thing is gonna be profile. So when I click this thing, it's gonna display the profile. Because I'm logged in as Mamai here, it's gonna show me my username and password. For instance, think of a scenario, I use this thing, it's gonna say it's Mamai profile here. So this is the thing that I was going to try to show you, how to display a user profile through a vanity URL. So I guess you have learned something from this tutorial. Thank you very much. Keep on liking, keep on subscribing, keep on liking my channels, keep on sharing this thing to your friends. Thank you very much. Till we meet on the next tutorial. Peace and love. Ciao.